Did you know that all chocolate manufacturers produced only bitter and hard chocolate until 1879? The world owes chocolate's present-day smooth texture and sweet taste to the owner of Lindt Chocolate, who accidentally discovered this secret. How? Watch the video until the end to learn about this discovery, the history of the company, and Lindt Chocolate's manufacturing process. A surprise lies not only in the discovery of the melting texture that chocolates have today, but at every stage of production. From sourcing raw materials, drying, fermenting, roasting, grinding and conching of cocoa, to blending other ingredients, cooling and distribution of the final product in Lindt's unique packaging. But where and how did this all start? In 1845, a young confectioner, David Springley Schwartz, and his son, Rudolf Springley Amann, established a small confectionery shop in Zurich, Switzerland. Rudolf was fond of chocolate and succeeded in making solid chocolate after various experiments, which quickly became famous among the people of Zurich. By 1847, they had already opened a chocolate factory in Horgen. The business progressed fast, and they opened a second chocolate manufacturing site on Zurich's Paradeplatz in 1859. Meanwhile, in Bern, Switzerland, Rudolf Lindt, another master confectioner, was also experimenting with new chocolate-making techniques. In 1897, Lindt revolutionized the chocolate-making process by inventing a technique called conching. He accidentally discovered that long hours of conching were the secret to creating smooth chocolate with a velvety texture. His breakthrough led to the creation of the famous Lindt milk chocolate, and it quickly became famous among the masses, making Switzerland the leading chocolate manufacturer worldwide. In 1892, David Springley Schwartz's grandson, also named David Springley, and Rudolf Lindt decided to merge their chocolate businesses. The decision to merge was taken to combine the expertise, resources, and marketing presence to create a stronger and more competitive company, Chocoladefabriken Lindt and Springley AG. The company's fame spread quickly, and the brand soon became synonymous with luxury and indulgence. Lindt's commitment to innovation led to many beloved chocolate creations. Today, Lindt Chocolate remains a symbol of Swiss excellence and craftsmanship. Lindt and Springley have 12 manufacturing facilities in Europe, where 14,600 employees contribute to producing over 2,500 high-quality products, including Lindt chocolate truffles, gold bunnies, excellent chocolate bars, pralines, Ghirardelli squares, Russell Stover pralines, Hofbauer pralines, Kuffer chocolate umbrellas, and Caffarel Gianduet. The company has headquarters in Switzerland, Germany, Italy, France, Austria, and the United States. Lindt Chocolate's main factory and museum are in Kilchberg, Switzerland, where the world's largest chocolate fountain is displayed. It sells chocolate through 28 subsidiaries in more than 120 countries. You can even buy Lindt chocolates online through Amazon, Wayfair, Walmart, and Alibaba.com. The annual revenue for the company is $379.3 million. Lindt's commitment to producing premium quality chocolate demands a thorough manufacturing process. The company has evolved methods to improve its products and employs the latest technology. To ensure quality control, most of the chocolate making process at Lindt is in-house. Step 1. Sourcing the ingredients. Lindt Chocolate's unique taste depends on the cocoa selection. Being one of the few chocolate manufacturers with a bean-to-bar approach, Lindt takes responsibility from the cocoa bean selection and sourcing to the final chocolate creation. The company's choices for cocoa sourcing are Ghana, Latin America, mainly Ecuador, the Caribbean, Madagascar, and Papua New Guinea. because they produce the best quality cocoa in the entire world. It uses 2 different cocoa varieties for making chocolates: consumer cocoa and fine flavor cocoa. After years of experience, Lindt knows exactly which variety of cocoa beans would best contribute to a product's specific flavor. Consumer cocoa has a strong flavor. Primarily grown in West Africa, it contributes to most global cocoa harvests, about 90 to 95%. Lindt and Springhelli uses Ghanaian Forastero beans, or consumer cocoa. Fine flavor cocoa accounts for the remaining 5 to 10% of global cocoa yields. It is a high-quality cocoa with a complex and pleasant scent, mostly farmed in the Caribbean and Latin America. Lindt and Springhelli source fine flavor cocoa beans from Ecuador, Madagascar, the Dominican Republic, Papua New Guinea, and Peru. The process starts with farmers harvesting ripe cocoa beans from the cocoa tree. Lindt recognizes the importance and sustainability of responsible sourcing. Under its farming program, Lindt and Springhelli pay a volunteer premium for each ton of cocoa beans purchased, investing it in its traceability and verification. This program helps farmers increase crop yields, boost their livelihoods, and ensure a long-term supply of premium cocoa beans for Lindt and Springhelli. The name, farm location, and other basic information of the farmers who are a part of the Lindt and Springhelli farming program are registered on a database. When cocoa beans are purchased, checks are run to ensure the beans are brought only from program farmers. The volume purchase is also recorded. Milk is another vital ingredient of Lindt chocolatiers. Lindt milk is sourced from farming programs in a variety of nations. The company sources hazelnuts from Piedmont, Italy. Step 2. Fermenting and drying cocoa. The cocoa beans are dried and fermented in the country of origin, where they undergo significant changes. Cocoa beans are fermented in heaps inside banana leaves on a flat, dry spot, and occasionally stirred to aid fermentation. The fermentation breaks down the sugar containing fruit pulp. The germination properties of cocoa seeds are disabled due to heat produced during fermentation, bringing the mass temperature to about 50 degrees Celsius. That's about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The aroma the cocoa leaves later during the drying and roasting results from the formation of new substances, weakening cocoa's original bitter taste during the fermentation process. Step 3. Quality check. The cocoa beans are transported from the farms to the Lindt laboratories for quality checks using very tight parameters. Step 4. Cleaning. The beans are then stored in silos before being mixed for the recipes and cleaned by infrared treatment. Step 5. Roasting and grinding. The beans are then roasted, ground, and mixed with other ingredients, creating a smooth, rich chocolate paste in the Lindt factories. Lindt uses blends of cocoa varieties from across the world in its recipes. The bean combinations are top secret, blended on a low melting point after being precisely weighed. After blending, the cocoa bean husks are split open and removed by mechanical sifting and air currents in winnowing machines, leaving behind the cocoa nibs. The nibs are roasted using a proprietary technique. Lindt and Springhelli roast only the nibs rather than the whole cocoa bean itself to produce a more uniform roasting procedure. The roasted cocoa nibs are still coarse at the time. These nibs are then cracked open and ground in special rolling mills twice, reducing them to the tiniest particles possible. The heat creates pressure and friction, liquefying the cocoa butter in the beans, forming a paste called cocoa mass, the purest form of chocolate. This dark brown mass has a strong smell and flavor. It is the primary ingredient for the next stage of the process. Step 6. Conching. Conching is the last stage of the chocolate manufacturing process, where the finished product's texture, melting capabilities, and taste properties can be influenced. so it is taken very seriously at Lindt. Large conching machines mix and knead the cocoa mass for hours, allowing the flavors to develop and the texture to become smooth. They also remove acidity and bitterness in this step. The fat locked in the process is released, increasing the chocolate's flow characteristics. Most of the water is also removed, allowing proper moisture balance. The conching time eliminates undesired clumps, resulting in a smooth chocolate texture. Finally, the dough-like mixture takes on a powdered texture after passing through the rough and fine rollers, turning into a liquid chocolate mass. Step 7. Blending. As the chocolate conching process nears completion, Lindt's master chocolatiers blend the cocoa mass with other ingredients like pure cocoa butter, sugar, and milk powder. Each ingredient is measured precisely to ensure the perfect balance, creating the distinctive flavor profile Lindt is famous for. Step 8. Refining and tempering. Master chocolatiers refine the blended chocolate mixture to achieve desired consistency. This refined chocolate is tempered by controlling heat and cooling, ensuring the perfect sheen and snap. Step 9. Molding. The liquid chocolate is poured into molds, creating unique shapes and patterns. The molds are vibrated to remove air bubbles for a flawless finish. Step 10. Cooling. The filled molds undergo a cooling process in a cooling room, solidifying the chocolate evenly for a melt-in-mouth texture. Step 11. Quality control. Before Lindt chocolates leave the factory, skilled inspectors examined each chocolate for shape, texture, and taste, so that only the finest chocolates reach customers worldwide. Step 12. Packaging. Packaging is critical to the chocolate's protection and presentation, so the final product reaches stores in their finest form. Each chocolate is wrapped in foil or placed in specially designed boxes featuring the Lindt logo. Lindt ensures that the chocolate packaging complies with national and international regulations. Step 13. Shipping and distribution. Lindt chocolates are distributed worldwide through the retail shops, stores, and even online. Now, you must be curious to learn the details of melt-in-mouth chocolate's discovery. Let's travel back to 1879 to find out. Creating silky smooth chocolate was one of Rudolf Lindt's biggest dreams. He invested in second-hand equipment to discover the perfect formula, failing at attempts with many different recipes. One Friday night, he accidentally left the conching machine running the entire weekend, returning on Monday to find that continuous churning had transformed the texture and taste of the chocolate like never before. And so, the world finally got the melting chocolate. Which Lindt product do you love the most? Tell us in the comments section. My personal favorite are Lindt's chocolate truffles. Those guys are good. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe for more episodes.